Hey, sports fans, it's world champion handicapper Mike North. Punch this number in your phone right now. If you're driving, pull over. 1-800-808-3419, 1-800-808-3419 for a free pick and info for the premier handicapping site in the country, VegasScoresAndOdds.com. It's the only site you'll ever need with expert handicappers like John Anthony, Denny Macklin, Tony Sacco, Ray Monahan, yours truly, and many more. Check out the homepage of VegasScoresAndOdds.com for a tote board with your buddy. Follow Vegas Scores and Odds on Twitter and dial up 1-800-808-3419. It's 1-800-808-3419, 1-800-808-3419, or go to VegasScoresAndOdds.com.
This is the Bears Barroom Radio Network. Parental discretion is advised.
There are so many streaming TV series.
So many channels.
I have a stream.
I just don't know which one to watch.
Is this show worth our time?
I have a stream.
I'm 3 seasons behind already. Is it even worth catching up?
I have a stream.
What's the series about? Will my wife like it too?
I have a stream.
What channel is it on? And who's in it?
I have a stream.
I want to watch something new, something original.
I have a stream.
I want to watch something that's action-packed.
I have a stream.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
I'm an outsider, outside of everything. I'm an outsider, outside of everything.
No one has allegedly murdered 2 people and then played an entire season as a professional athlete.
I can't wait to be free.
I'm Aaron Hernandez from Bristol, Connecticut. I play at Bristol Central High School.
Aaron Hernandez was a different level of athlete.
He was kind.
He wasn't someone who picked on other kids.
He's one of the best players in America. Get him the ball.
The Patriots reward him with a $40 million contract.
Aaron Hernandez was a ticking time bomb.
What's happening, butterflies? This is I Have a Stream on Bears Barroom Radio Network. I'm John Santucci. Call me Tooch. And the producer of that great open is with me here tonight. That was fantastic. Joey 2 Scoops. Joe, what's happening?
Hey, thank you, brother. It's a great day to talk streaming TV shows and all that fun stuff. And I tell you what, Tooch, it's a great day to be alive, my friend.
Oh, we have an awesome show today. I'm so excited. I probably been forgetting so much, but I haven't forgot to ask you if the bartender showed up for work yet.
Well, I believe the bartender did show up for work today, and
nice.
He has a long overdue. He has an official intro now. So here, without further ado, is the official intro for our bartender.
I'm also a bold ginger.
This man puts the me in metal. His beard is bigger than Danny DeVito. He's a nerd just like us, and he's here to talk about the shows you love. Put your hands together for the metal master, Aaron Michalski. Aaron, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, my night just got so much better. That was so fucking dope, dude. Thank you very much for that. Good to be here in the bar room. Good to be here with the barflies, ready to talk some TV. How you gentlemen doing?
Doing great. Well, I'm happy.
Happy.
He's happy?
Yeah, me too. I mean, I got my own intro.
we have
That's pretty spectacular.
It's making a strawberry
We have
shake.
an awesome show.
We do have an awesome show.
Speaking of strawberry shakes, what are we drinking tonight, gentlemen?
My usual, Aaron. Bourbon, 2 fingers, 2 rocks.
2 fingers, 2 rocks. Yes, sir. Coming up.
Mm.
Oh, it tastes like America. I can smell it from here.
Good stuff. Joey, what are you drinking, my friend?
Oh, it's I'm gonna go a little early, but I'm gonna take a summer shandy right now. That sounds really good.
We'll do that. That sounds good.
Nice. You know, while we're talking about bourbon, kind of, or ordering bourbon, I would if you guys check out Neat, the story of bourbon. I think it's on Hulu.
That
was really
that
excellent.
actually. Yep, I watched
that was great. The whole
really
story, history of bourbon.
Get those nerds!
Sorry, you're talking about bourbon. There it goes.
I know, bourbon nerds. Well, we have an awesome show tonight, man.
Bourbon.
The guest I'm super excited about. I've been wanting to work with for a long time. My hero. It's Draft Dr. Phil, Mrs. Draft Dr. Phil. Draft Dr. Phil, of course, created the concept for this whole show. And Joe, can we invite him in? Welcome in Barroom style.
Right, Draft Dr. Phil.
Draft Dr. Phil Ottochian.
Dr. Phil's the best. Oh shit!
Draft Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil's the best.
Draft Dr. Phil.
So without further ado, welcome Mr. and Mrs. Phil Ottochian. Phil, what's up, buddy?
Oh my God, I'm getting intros. You got Tooch. Did Tooch do that?
Tooch did that, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Play the funky music, white boy. I love that.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
We hope you always keep playing that music, Phil. That's my tribute.
I hear barflies in there.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be on the show with you guys because my better half is here.
I know.
We
love
exactly.
We can't always have just men. I love getting the female perspective on stuff, whether it's shows or football or life.
I'm like, are you nervous to come on? Because I'm like,
I am a little nervous.
30 seconds before the show, she's upstairs, and I'm like, Tooch and the Goon, they're calling Joey too.
That's right.
I'm like, ring, what was it? Like ring 9. I'm not a 9-ring guy. I usually would get
ding ding.
3. Yeah.
Shane says you're not white though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Well, speaking of white, when I answer the fucking call, it's this big, giant, bald-headed, ginger bearded guy.
Yeah, I carry all the Caucasian for the bar. Must be hot in Carter Lake.
We need
it's a little, yeah, but I'm also a bold ginger.
We need a ginge. Like, ask my wife. My father would always say, you get a redhead and you get one of the fucking toughest guys on the football team.
True. Always get made fun of. Gotta have thick skin.
Yes. Hopefully you're that guy, right, Steph?
But how about you guys want to order some drinks here? Because Aldo said drinks are on the house tonight.
What can I get you?
Go ahead, Steph. What would you like? Let's see. We go to a wedding and it's always like open bar. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't make your wedding. I'm sorry.
Mine was open bar. It was.
Exactly.
Great.
If we were there.
If we were there, what would you? Don't do my order. I know what she's gonna order, so go ahead and order your drink. But she's gonna send me up to the bar.
At a bar.
Yeah. What would you get?
Like a Malibu Bay Breeze.
Exactly.
But I usually get like a sangria or something at a restaurant. But
sangria.
Yeah, I have a sangria.
Get both. It's okay.
Tonight.
All those paying.
Yeah.
Are we at a wedding or a funeral tonight?
We're in Bears Barroom.
Steph, so we're at the bar, Steph. So you're getting the sangria.
Coming right up.
Let's go in the Bay Breeze.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Okay, Babe Ruth. I can do that.
Okay.
Shane wants to buy you a drink, Phil. He says you're having White Claw in honor of Greggy Sunshine.
There is a White Claw that I'm saving in my fridge for when Greg comes.
Greg loves White Claw.
I know. He's a
I've
big
never
White
had it.
Claw.
That is very nice.
My nephew and niece are so into White Claw.
Drop,
like,
Joe.
They are so into it.
right? They bring
Oh,
White
man.
Claws over at pool parties. I don't
What
buy
is Phil
any.
drinking?
Okay.
I
I'm
know.
definitely getting a Di Serono on the rocks. That's how
Oh,
I
there you
started
go.
off.
Right.
I
Oh,
started off.
No, you might
Or
get a
Malibu and
Diet
Coke.
Yeah.
Malibu and Diet Coke. But tonight,
I love
Which is very
Malibu.
good.
I love the taste of it, but it always feels like I'm drinking suntan lotion.
Yeah.
It smells like it too.
Tooch, I love the beach, and I
Oh
love.
man, so do I.
Most
When I
people
come
don't.
visit, we got to go to the beach.
Oh,
We don't give a
guys.
fuck.
I'm gonna take you
Thanks,
guys to the
Heidi.
beach because Heidi lives
man.
right on the beach.
That's
But
right.
in Rhode Island, bring you up to Rhode Island. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. Nice.
So
Nice. Well,
beautiful.
Tonight we're going to be talking Barflies. We're going to be talking about The Outsider on HBO episode 3. We're going to be
Yes.
talking Aaron Hernandez, The Mind of a Killer, which was fantastic. And hopefully I would like to briefly touch on The Witcher, which we forgot to talk about last week.
Yeah, we promoted it last week, but we didn't
did.
talk about it at all.
No, son of a bitch. No, we didn't.
Now, The Witcher is one of those those
Right.
series that I cheat on my wife with.
Yeah.
Like, she falls
Oh,
asleep.
okay.
So we have.
Right.
Do you guys do this like in stream world? You guys.
Yeah,
could-
this is a great question. Yeah.
You could speak
Go
your
ahead.
truth here. For us, we're over here, and like Steph and I have our shows that I know I'm gonna pause when she's tired. But I stay up later, as you could see, with 4-hour fucking shows on 100%.
Clearly.
I stay up. So I'll pause the show, and then I start my own series that I'm banking in. And The Witcher was one of those. So our barflies out there in the chat, do you do that? Or if you're listening, let me know if you guys do that, because I have a faithfulness, a loyalty to like, we started Aaron Hernandez. She wanted to see that.
Yeah.
She also wanted to see R. Kelly. I didn't want to watch R. Kelly. So she was allowed to go on that marriage with that stream.
Well, you didn't know. I
You have to move up a little bit. We can't hear you.
said you didn't know that I was really gonna watch that until after I told you that. Oh, I'm watching R. Kelly. Do you want to watch it? You're like, no, I don't want to see that. I'm like, well, it's so crazy. So that was kind of like my guilty pleasure, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're allowed your shows. Wifey has her shows. The father, whatever your Big Daddy, Doctor, whatever you're calling.
So
Big Daddy
did
Doctor.
Did Steph watch The Witcher?
I didn't.
No,
I didn't
that's
see
my.
that.
That's what I'm
Okay.
telling you.
All
Yeah,
right.
no.
Okay.
Setting the stage too.
Well, see, my wife watched it. She hates all that stuff. She really enjoyed this one, but like Henry Cavill is her, fantasy man, probably.
Well,
like
That's her.
so I
It's
get
the Tooch.
imagine.
Come on.
I'm probably like my face changes to Henry Cavill with my wife in bed at night. But yeah, did you Phil? Did you enjoy the show, Witcher?
I did enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Do you remember the song?
No.
I have no clue about this.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
It'll be streaming on streaming services starting tomorrow, guys.
I just saw that. Yeah. Yep. I saw that.
What's streaming? The song.
Apple Music,
album.
Spotify. Yeah, the song.
Oh,
Song,
people are
nice.
really big on the song.
The song was
I
great.
guess.
Do we have it, Joe?
We did last week.
Well, get
thought
the
we
song.
had-
You give me a few minutes, I could have
Let's
it.
go.
We'll go.
That's all right. So the opening scene of The Witcher, Phil, the very first few minutes we
Why
have
don't
it
we
is
save The Witcher for last? And
You're-
I don't want to run your show, but you got
Well-
Steph here. She didn't watch The Witcher.
yeah. Just we're gonna hit it now and done with it so we can get into
Oh,
other
okay.
stuff.
Me and you. Did Aaron watch The Witcher?
Oh yeah. Yep. I loved it.
Yeah. Would you recommend it to the audience?
See, The Witcher comes from a video game, correct? That's where it came.
A book first.
From the novels, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so there was a book. Like I bought the video game because I like that kind of shit. Like,
right.
Witches.
I never played it. How was the game?
So I returned the
awesome.
game. I didn't like the game. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I know Joe liked it, but I
heard
just
it was really tough.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't like. I guess it was like a RPG. I thought it was more action adventure, like a Uncharted series.
You know,
Sure.
who liked the game was Mark Schofield. They tried to get him on the show for the outset.
Did he?
He asked me if I liked The Witcher, and I said, yeah, I love it. He said, I'm replaying the video game while he's breaking down quarterback tape.
There you
How
go.
do you do that?
Marky Mark.
That's pretty impressive.
Joe's got the song real quick, Phil.
Stuck in my
Get her
head.
upstairs. What is she doing?
With Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. From when the White Wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my lute and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced our tender meat. And so
I'll stop it after the chorus.
he can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your Witcher, O Valley of Plenty, O Valley of Plenty. Oh.
Pretty good.
That catchy.
Stuck in my head for another 3 weeks.
Dead Air Jer is in the chat room. He wants to know who's this Steph chick? Is she single? No, she is not Dead Air Jer. Is that a Shane Burner account?
Probably.
Zach Sullivan in the chat says the Witcher song sounds like a Tenacious D song.
It does.
I guess
I
never thought
remember
about
now.
that.
I remember the song.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like I don't know. I mean, it's a cool song.
Yeah, it was good. Yep.
But like you have to be in the Witcher fandom to enjoy or appreciate that song. But that popped on the radio. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, exactly. It's never going to be on the radio.
It ain't no fucking bobblehead. Like, not that.
I'm gonna try and find one of those bobbleheads somewhere and get it to you, Phil.
And I got so many people wanting to send me bobbleheads.
Yeah, we need a GoFundMe, Aaron.
That
for,
is
Phil's
not very nice.
Figured out.
No, it's not very nice that he didn't send it like he said. It's coming from
Grows up
Christmas.
shy fans in the motherfucking stands.
Steph's like, is there a ventriloquist?
Joe, I think it's time for a little for the Ottochians to play TV confessional.
Oh boy.
What do you think?
TV.
I think it's a good time.
Confess.
All right.
Confess! 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 I confess! Not you!
I confess.
Who was that?
Well, I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And it's not saying Shane, it's
I
saying
swear
shame.
to God, you read my mind. I'm like, we're gonna fucking do that for 100 proof. Shame.
Shane.
Every time Greg or Joe or Tooch comes on, we're gonna shame you with Shane.
I like that. I like
Oh
that.
man.
I'm working
So
on it.
TV confessional, it's basically you're gonna name a show that you are embarrassed that you watch, or a show that you're embarrassed that you never watched. For me, it was I never watched Breaking Bad, and I'm very, very ashamed. So go ahead, ladies first. We'll go with Steph.
Well, I kind of already talked about the R. Kelly. I was kind of a little embarrassed about watching that, but I'm kind of ashamed of not finishing The Walking Dead. Like we started it, but we never finished
secret's
it.
out.
Yeah.
How far did you get?
Let's see. I don't remember. I know they had the
lion. They had that new king.
They went to the new.
They were battling. They just started the war. We're literally ended on the last episode of that season.
Yeah, but didn't he come into their new place where they live?
Who?
What's his name? Negan.
Negan? I don't even know where Negan is at this point.
Yeah. Anyway, sometimes it gets so intense, and like Phil always wants to watch shows right before bed, right? You know, we put the kids to bed, so it's like 9:30, and I'm done by like 10. I'm ready to go to bed. So he puts these like intense shows, and it's like I don't want to watch Negan right before bed. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I'm with you. Yep.
So we kind of put it off, and we were like on an Office kick for a while because we loved that show. So we would just be like, just put that on.
Right,
hey, there's some news that broke today about that, and I just thought of it now. But they said that they're thinking about rebooting The Office.
Really?
Oh my god!
The creators, yeah.
Really? With the same cast?
That's the thing I don't know.
It's just not the same without.
So how far do you get? Did you guys get? I haven't seen any of season 10, but I've seen the first 9 seasons of Walking Dead. But I'm gonna get around to season 10. I think later on this year.
We don't even know.
We were so bad.
Netflix is gonna tell us what season we're on when we check in.
But we were so bad with it that we actually started watching.
We watched the prequel.
The prequel to it, and I got hooked on that.
Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And Steph
Did
was
you guys?
feeling that.
Did you guys at
That's
least?
not a prequel, is it? I thought that was because eventually they meet up, don't they?
Yeah,
It is
kind of a prequel though because it's where the outbreak starts.
Yes,
Okay.
but you never get to really. You only saw like minutes into. You know
what life was like when that first started, so you get to kind of see that scenario.
They bring you back into their lives, and the Chinese woman, the neighbor. Remember that? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you guys at least get to those 2 seasons? One where it was like Negan had everybody kneeling, and then they cut it. Season. And then you got to the next season, and it was horrible. You know. It's just, But that was
he took Carl, or he hurt Carl's eye. We got that.
That episode.
You remember the lion? Have you seen with the big tiger, a lion, whatever that?
Yeah, King Ezekiel's pet Sheba. Yeah.
We're way
past that.
I had so much adrenaline in that episode where Negan had everybody kneeling that I was shaking my hands.
That was great. That was great.
Incredible television.
Yeah, that was great because they left it on a cliffhanger. Who the fuck did they kill?
Yeah.
Because you just heard the fucking smash of the skull and blood splatter.
A lot of people thought it was Glenn because that's who he does in the comics.
Yeah.
So that one. Abraham was the one that kind of surprised everybody too.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Now, I don't want to have it ruined, but do they later on, introduce Negan a little bit more? Like, do we see Negan's...
Oh, yeah. He's a huge part of it.
No, like his backstory.
Oh,
like, who is he? No. Like, did we see that?
Hey, guys.
No.
Michael Tran in the chat room can't believe you just brought up Glenn dying. So unacceptable. And I said, Michael, you just got tooched.
It wasn't me.
What? How many years
I didn't say anything.
Right. No, I think it's acceptable at this point.
That was like 3 years ago, but yeah.
No, we're good.
So
I think we're in the clear.
So Phil, you gonna confess to Father Tooch real quick?
I think my guilty show. I mean, Steph did a great job. I'm proud of her. But my guilty show is Supernatural.
Nice.
I'm kind of embarrassed that
Be proud, brother. That's my favorite show of all time.
Really?
Aaron just got erect.
Yeah, I did. It's when I'm sitting down.
So, real quick, I'm going to take you back to me and Steph dating. And we were huge into Lost.
Oh, yeah. Great show.
So we were just following. We go to this party. And I mean, all these dudes, remember this night? And they're all like smoking and they're high. And there's this one like heavy metal head. He goes, Jesus Christ. Greg is pissed at that drop. I'm just keeping it 100. So this kid stands up. You like Lost? And we're like, yeah, we love it. He's like, you need to watch Supernatural, dude. And he was like right in our faces. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right. And Netflix literally just started streaming. And then I DVR'd Supernatural. I started watching. And then I became addicted to it. And it's so quirky.
Oh, yeah.
And some episodes are so well done and written. And then the story continues, but they'll skip it. And they'll solve a mystery. It's almost like fucking rated R Scooby-Doo sometimes to me. It's like...
Right on.
It's like...
Zoinks.
But there's real powers and shit. And God and the devil. And angels are bad. But sometimes they're good. It's so good. Like, it's deliciously, stupidly good that I actually will have to embrace it. But when people, like, you know, you're at a dinner party or somebody and they're like, they're never talking about Supernatural.
No.
They're talking about how the
You haven't been to a dinner party with me then, so.
No, I haven't.
That's all I
Not
thought
yet.
about, dude.
Everyone
yeah,
would
sure.
be talking about your fucking glow-in-the-dark beard.
Or my glow-in-the-dark skin. One of the two. Between the two of them.
What happens to you at like one of those blue room? What do they call? Like we were at laser tag.
Lights.
Black light. Yeah. Do you just
I can't
glow?
hide. That's damn true. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You are supernatural in black light.
I turn purple.
Dead Air Jer wants to know if Phil ever stops talking.
Yes, I do. I do. No? Oh, he asked.
The wife says no.
Okay, I'll shut up now. Tooch is on mute, and
Tooch is on mute, and he's talking away.
I don't like have dead air going on.
Oh my gosh!
There you go. Now
Joe, how about a little second chance series? Do we have
We're gonna go into second chance series. All right,
yeah,
I have it ready.
Aaron.
Don't give up on me so fast. See, it's me that's wrong at last. Give me another chance.
Oh, Joe, you know I love me some Big Star. Phil, you know that song, right? The vocal harmonies of Big Star.
I don't.
He does now.
Number one record. No.
Oh, I know. I don't, but I like it.
I'm gonna send that one to you. All right. Second chance series. Name a series that you gave up on but came back to later, and you're glad you did. For me, it was the
I got one.
Leftovers, also done by the creators of Lost.
Oh, okay. I have one.
And for what it's worth, Tooch, Aaron and I definitely did have our shameful series from before, but it's okay.
Yeah. Let's
it's
hear
okay.
theirs.
Let's just worry about Phil. I see how it is.
I know. Why didn't we get their shameful series?
Tooch loves like skipping us all the time. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's all good. Well,
you guys have confessed so many times. It's like your sins are absolved.
So many confessions.
You know I'm just busting your balls, Tooch.
Real quick, what is your guilty? You don't have to describe it. What's yours?
Yeah, real quick. My guilty pleasure series is Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna Gaines. I could watch that anytime it's on TV.
You and my mom.
Yeah.
My mom.
Yeah, that's
Fixer Upper.
That's the show that I watch when I'm at the car dealer getting an oil change or something, and and then I want to watch it when I'm at home. And then another series that I didn't start that I'm kind of shameful, and then we recently fired it up, and now we're on season 2, is Ozark on Netflix. That's a phenomenal show.
Comes out. Season 3 comes out in March.
Yeah. Nice. How about you, Aaron?
You know, I don't really have anything that I feel guilty about. I like what I like, and I'm okay with that. But the thing that I like that I can't find anybody else that likes it is I love crappy monster movies. Like, I absolutely love them. They make me so happy. Like, I literally have over 120 on DVD. Like Critters. Well, I'm talking like Sharktopus or like that kind of a thing. I just
the Leprechaun.
No, those made it to theater. My rule is it can't make it to theater. I'm talking like Sci-Fi Channel specials that go
like
straight to DVD.
Sharknado 7.
Nah, fuck Sharknado. I'm so sick of that one. I don't want anything to do with that one. That one actually
those volcano tarantula things. That one was pretty bad.
Lavalantula. I've got that one.
Lavalantula. That's it.
I've got pterodactyl. I've got tsunamis. I've literally have 120 of them. That's my favorite thing, and everybody thinks they're the worst thing, and I love them so much.
I've always wanted to bring this up because I grew up in the day and age, and so did Steph, even though I'm older than her, where we would go to Blockbuster or we go to Tommy K's Video, and there was always this stink smell. But do you remember like getting tricked by the cover? Like as a kid, you thought you were getting Gremlins, but you got Critters, and it was like you're like fuck. You know, you were with your parents. You're like, yeah, I want that one. And then did that happen to you guys?
Oh yeah, some of the covers were great, and then you get the movie, it's crap. You watch the movie, it's just garbage. But the artwork. I thought
you were getting Bruce Lee, instead you got freaking Cullen. It was a big Bruce Lee.
Yep.
Did that happen to you? Did that ever happen to you? She knew what she wanted.
We were into like thrillers back then. Like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, that's
Nightmare on
That's
Elm
a horror
Street. Yeah.
You were into. She won't watch any
That's a new
horror.
kind of thriller.
No, but it was like we had a sleepover with our friends, and our parents would bring us to, get a movie. That was like the big thing, getting a movie, and can't do that now. It's like these kids, they don't know.
They got everything at their fingertips.
Yeah, it's like they're so spoiled. I'm like, you guys have 100%. Everything here.
Oh my god! I'm like, how did they? That's why they're addicted to the iPad or the Netflix stream. Yep. Mm-hmm. Constant.
My 1.5-year-old knows how to work the damn tablet.
Oh yeah,
sure. They know how to do it. They know how to get what they want.
Yeah.
Steph.
So, does Steph have any second chance series that she gave up on and came back to?
I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I don't.
I think we're together on this one.
All right.
Westworld.
Exactly.
There you go. That's one of mine too.
I didn't tell her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was saying. Because we really loved it.
We did love it, and then we kind of fell off for a while because it kind of had that little bit of.
They had a long break.
A lull or.
No, I had that long break.
Oh, between.
Yeah.
Between
it's an HBO show, so it's about a year, I think, is what it tends to be.
So you were like.
Yeah. You were kind of already into something else.
We were into something else.
Excellent.
And then it came back, and then all of a sudden, season 3's coming. So we started season 2 now again.
Nice.
To catch up because that's exactly where I was going.
I heard they moved it up. It was supposed to be in May. I heard it's going to be March now. Actually, yeah, March.
Oh, we got to hurry. I got some hurrying up to do on that one, so we can recap that.
Oh, you've got time.
Hurry up, boy.
You've got time.
All right, so let's talk a little Aaron Hernandez. And Phil, I'm anxious to get your take on Aaron since he is a local kid for you. I mean, how far is Bristol from Meriden?
20 minutes.
20 minutes away.
Right. So when you were, I'm sure, you heard about the kid, when high school maybe?
Oh, yeah, I remember specifically him being in high school. He was talked about throughout the state. His brother had been talked about prior to him, and he ended up going to UConn to play quarterback. And then I just specifically remember one of the coaches at a coach's clinic were like, "You thought his brother's good." I go, I didn't even know his brother. Well, you're gonna know this kid. I go, what's his brother? Aaron Hernandez. Wait till you see this kid. He's like a fucking Mack truck out there, was his quote. And sure enough, you got to know him, and then all of a sudden through the state, they couldn't be stopped. And, I mean, the story in above itself, the quarterback, that whole thing, holy shit. It was really a deep dive into personal stuff and a whole showcase of, sometimes those things put your lives into perspective, as well as who you might be talking to at the gym or at your job. People going through a lot of emotions and a lot of personal things, and It doesn't matter. What did you say the other night? It doesn't matter how much money somebody has. If they don't have support and compassion and love, real love, not just
nurturing love.
Yeah. Then you know, you got to remind yourself of that when you lose your patience with twin tornadoes fighting on the ground.
Oh, bad.
I don't want to turn into Aaron Hernandez's father.
Right, and that was the big part of it. His father ruled with an iron fist.
Yeah.
But kind of a crazy household. And then, of course, you get to see Aaron Hernandez's college days at University of Florida playing with Tim Tebow.
Yeah, that's a huge showcase of like angel and that was like a supernatural episode. Right, Aaron?
There you go.
You bet. Yep.
Aaron Hernandez like secretly shooting up fucking neighborhoods and shit in Florida, getting away with it. That's one of the things that it was very hard for me to watch it because, you know, you're around football all the time and you see these things, but even coaching, you know, there's that line that the athlete gets the pass and the other kid doesn't. And then I've been in that and I was the coach's son, so I didn't get any fucking pass, but I saw it happen in other schools and stuff like that. And it's a hypocritical thing that it'll happen all the time. I there's no cure for it because there was one moment, I think the kid, his friend, who surprisingly, not the fucking quarterback throwing all his dirt in the street, his high school teammate, the other friend, the Italian kid, he was very articulate and he said, you know, if they had stopped this, giving him a pass and held him accountable, this shit probably wouldn't have escalated to where it was, even though his dad ruled with an iron fist. And I really believe that. You got to hold, you know, you can't just talk about BU and not hold people accountable for the culture or whatever it is that you're trying to set up in their lives. That, you know, this could have been hell. And the mother, holy shit.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought that because there was a bit of an indictment of the Patriots when Aaron Hernandez asked for a trade. He wanted to get away from the local area, and they said no because he was just an asset of the team. I found that surprising. That was one thing I did not know, but he knew or probably predicted that there would be trouble, and sure enough.
Excuse me, I was just thinking of his friend that said the same thing. He said, you know, he's like, I was so happy he was getting drafted, but I was hoping it would be like California.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I was hoping that it wasn't going to be the Patriots so close to home.
Yeah.
And I was saying to Phil, too, because we know Bristol, you know, nice parts. There's a lake compounds. This is famous, you know.
ESPN's over there.
Yeah, ESPN.
And there's a rough area.
There is a rough area, too, though. So they kind of portrayed it like, well, Bristol's not, you know, that rough. But it actually does have rough areas, you know, it doesn't have nice sections.
That part we were giggling at.
We were like,
It's quaint high school town in New England there. I'm like,
high school
have you
on a
been
hill.
to Bristol?
Yeah.
High school overlooking the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behind the hill, there's this ghetto full of drug deals and shit.
Yeah.
Another town next to that. That's the thing.
And I think, like, we all, like, if you grow up in a small town like me and Phil did, you know, you go back and you see these kids that are still doing the same thing, right? You come back to college or you come back and they're doing the same thing. And some people get so comfortable with that, they don't want to grow and, you know, move on, that it's sad that he, you know, didn't make more friendships and relationships outside where he felt like he'd always have to come back to Bristol. I mean, what's in Bristol for you? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's a great point.
He wanted to get,
his family,
but he wasn't really even that close
No,
with his family.
I
He
totally
had his
agree.
cousin, you know, but it's like, you want pot, you want this, and you can get it anywhere. You don't have to come back to Bristol, you know. So
You get it legally now.
Right. So for me, it was a sad story because.
And then they give him $40 million, Phil. That didn't help. That didn't help.
Go back to what you said, Tooch, because I thought that was illuminating in the story. The kid goes to the team, and you saw that he's an asset. And
he wanted a trade.
Not just to double down. It's, to bring it back to Bears Barroom. I always say this. It's a business. Aldo says it. It's a business first. Yep. That's why I said I don't give a shit about what people are. It's a business. They're buying, they're selling talent. And that's what it's about, winning or losing. So in the biggest moments, to your point, here's this kid crying for help. Now, how do we know what he said, Phil? How do we know? Like, did he go to the owner and say, hey, I'm nervous for my life here. Can you please? We don't know. Guy could have said, hey, I want to get the fuck out of here. I'm whatever, and handle this. So there's two sides to that story, is all I'm saying. I thought,
The Patriots had a fixer. I think his name was Kevin Anderson.
Yeah, they mentioned it.
They had mentioned it. Yeah, they got him. They got him an apartment where he could lay low, hide out. Apartment
he can have
next to a little old lady who smelled the pot.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Smell like
Yeah, the smell.
A little bit like skunk.
Right, exactly. Gee, what the heck was that?
Fuck a show.
I don't know if you guys were like, what is she gonna say?
Yeah, I was waiting.
I was like, it smells like, and I'm like,
she never.
And she did say skunk.
Then she finally came back. That was funny how they edited that. I agree with you. I was saying the same thing.
What is she gonna say?
She never finished. Then they come back. It smelled like skunk. And everybody.
Yeah, and the reason why, he smoked so much pot, he was the world's dumbest criminal because he left so many clues around for the police to bust him. That was the part that I just don't understand how he could leave gum and bullets in a rental car, rented in his own name.
How old was he when he did it?
He dumped the body behind his
23.
Right near his house.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a 14 or 15-year-old would do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, just no sense, like no maturity, no experience. You just do something like that. And when I was listening to his phone conversation with his fiance and his mom, I said to Phil, I'm like, this guy sounds like he's like a kid talking, like he's uneducated. You know what I mean? Like, he's just, I don't know, like not well spoken and not articulate, just kind of, like kind of just hanging out. And then when they showed his stats and it was like physical scouting report and the maturity, the social maturity, that was so low. And I'm like, geez, that makes total sense because you could see it wasn't there. So that probably played into like his not even thinking it through, just
They said too that when his dad died, all structure was gone. They said that's when he really kind of took a downhill turn, is because obviously, like we said, his dad ruled with an iron fist. But as soon as his dad was gone, they said that's when the wheels fell off, when you really kind of started hanging out with the wrong kind of people and making those bad decisions.
Well, I worked in the juvenile corrections for years, and I would see these kids, especially from Bristol at Waterbury, was a big time. Like, I would just see a behavior, and I know it was from Waterbury. I'd be like, are you from the dirty? How you know? I could just, because you're fucking crazy. That's how I knew. I'm dead serious. But anyway, with this kid, think about this. The home environment was one filled with violence. There's people listening in that live this. So very, very seriously saying this. This is a sad story where Steph's uncovering clues that, the big business of college football, this kid talks like he could not pass a freaking, English written exam in his life. So who's passing this kid on just because of his athletic ability? Those people own this just as much as this because the behavior, the gunshots down in Florida, Hawaiian man, think about this whole story, and then you have this home life, this upbringing filled with violence and volatile behavior from mother and father. I saw it all the time. And then how does a kid who's having struggles with his sexuality go to somebody ruling with an iron? He never could. It became a shadow of guilt. Yeah. And then he's just so talented and everyone loves him and he's a handsome kid. Yeah. So now girls are throwing him, but he's confused. His whole life is just confusion and you're just getting passed along. And no one was there to help him. Not even that fucking cousin that wouldn't rat him out. She didn't help him. You know what I'm saying? So
one that was
then think
like
about
linebacker.
This. Oh my God, she was huge.
Well, I think she provided an outlet for him to be safe and talk, and but it also opened up.
Yeah, but she hid the fucking guys.
But she also got him smoking pot a lot, and those characters. That's how he met them. Yeah, and that was his mom. Ended up messing around.
No, that's the
her.
point. That's what I was gonna say right now.
Yeah.
Fucking mother. Think about this as a young guy. Like, I know me. That's your mom. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden your mom's dating your fucking cousin's husband. He's making bacon and shit. However that guy put it. Bacon in his underwear. That was the perfect one. Yeah, that's exactly the heartbreak and the violence going to the extreme. Like, who knows? That just crushes a kid going through, his physical changes, emotional. I don't know how he felt about his dad personally. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So much of this story goes back, I'm sorry, to parenting. And the mother and the father being neglected. No doubt. That mother is the person. You hear how she's talking? I need $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't figured out what's going on.
It's a first-round talent drafted in the 4th round, Phil. Scouting report on the kid?
Well, I loved the kid coming out. I knew he was going to be a superstar. I mean, this talent. But, again, it was led to me that the kid was a partier. Yeah, he was that kind of kid. Oh, he's a partier. He likes the ladies. He's not focused on the playbook. He's immature. That's why
he dropped to the 4th round.
Right. So think about, was murderer on the fucking scouting report? Was he involved? Exactly. Was he involved in these
kind of a weird one to have on there.
Think about this dude, Aaron. The fucking coach, the Christian coach.
Yeah, Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer, thank you. Mm-hmm. Think about him. They had Aaron at his house.
Yep.
Right? You think about the movie The Blind Side. Remember that kid?
Great movie.
He's homeless, has nobody. Think about the difference. Like, if you see a kid struggling, or whatever, it's up to you as a coach, a parent, to reach out to that kid, that person. Mm-hmm. I mean, we live that now. We got teenage girls right now. So it's like, Steph's always counseling.
Pray for us.
I got that to look forward to, I guess.
I told Greg, think about your life, Greg. Your life with a teenager is going to be very, very different.
I was wondering where they got all those phone recordings, man. They record
I wanted to know too.
They record everything
this is like
coming out.
Everything, man.
You're in prison, forget it.
Yeah, for sure.
So many
don't drop the soap.
The series was so well done, man. It was very well put together. I'll tell you. I recommend it for the barflies, but yeah.
They're recording every call out of that.
Yeah.
They would record our calls out of the prison.
Okay.
Staff.
That's it. Yeah.
It's just how did they get the release?
That's how Aldo discovered Phil.
How many times did you call Modern a Pizza from there, Phil?
Oh man, I can't wait to go. That's the New Haven pizza is the best in the world. I heard. We have a place in Chicago called Peace, which does New Haven style pie, but I can't imagine it's as good as the real thing. Yep.
Let me just tell you. Tell them the story. Like, your buddy BJ in San Francisco what they do.
That's Tooch's favorite initials.
Yeah. Second only to.
Well, Henry Cavill is getting the BJ, I think, Joe, not me.
Hey, it's all about who benefits, right, Tooch?
Right. At the end of the day, Joe, that's a great way to look at it.
No, my friend is a chef in San Francisco, and he was saying that, you know, they have to like bring the water in from the East Coast. Like, people will pay to do that because it's all about the water. That's why it tastes different. And he also made a recipe. He used beer, I think he said, right? Because the water just wasn't. So he's been trying to, you know.
So the way they make the dough in New Haven with the water that they use, I mean, we went to another place right down the street that Steph loves. We went with your boy Claudio.
Oh,
Claudio.
Man. Can't wait to have him cut my hair.
Yeah. Once you get in town.
Yep. When I come in town, that's one stop.
Place is on the same street, so it's called Worcester Street. So you got Frank Pepe's, Sally's, you got Abate's, and then you got a couple Consiglio's.
Nice Italian
restaurant.
Dude, I'm freaking drooling just at the names.
And then you got this new place called.
So this new place, Claudio, he's the one.
He's the one that brought it to it. He actually cut these dudes' hair, and they're like, "Come to our restaurant. It's on Worcester Street. It's on Worcester Street because it's famous for Sally's, Pepe's, and
it's right across the street from
Libby's, which
is like an
Italian pastry. And so once you're done eating, in the summer, you just walk over to this place, Libby's. And you get a Italian ice. You can get a cannoli fresh with a cafe, a cappuccino or espresso, whatever. It's beautiful. But Zanelli's we have to bring you to because they also make an Italian original pie.
So they're actually, what's their nationality?
They're actually Albanian.
They're Albanian, and Claudio's
that
like,
makes
they're
sense.
Albanian.
No, they lived in Italy.
So I'm like, I know this sounds, terrible, but I was like, oh, okay, like, I don't know,
Steph was kicking me like,
no, it's just kind of like, I wonder how it's gonna be,
Albanian pizza,
because we're on Worcester Street. I mean, Frank Sinatra used to come to Worcester Street, like it's
the
famous.
whole whack
the
pack.
whole whack pack.
They used to come.
The whack pack? Is that what you just called it?
That's what they called
that's
it.
What they
yeah,
call
that's
it.
what they called
The rag.
pack.
Sorry, I was thinking of the
I was gonna say it's
Actually,
RAT.
Stern and all his crew go down there too.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Hernandez was a part of the whack pack.
Yes, he was.
I think Aaron Hernandez went to Sally's at Frankie's.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this place is. It's like these people are from Italy, so they moved from Italy. They learned how to make pizza and dough. It's true Napolitana pizza. He said this is not New Haven pizza.
It isn't.
This is not brick oven. This is
they actually
oven from Italy. They brought the oven from Italy. The oven didn't fit in the restaurant.
Wow.
They had to break the window and the glass to put the oven in. It's beautiful, beautiful. Tiny place, but they're gonna have to expand because this place is so.
They make
fresh.
their own buffalo mozzarella. Everything is fresh.
The dough is fresh. Everything is so good. And he goes, this dough is so special that it takes 2 to 3 minutes to make it in the oven. That's it. It's done. And you got to, like in Italy.
You have to eat it there.
You have to eat it right
to
away.
appreciate it.
You don't want to take it to go because it just doesn't taste the same. And he was saying he was trying to make a recipe for the dough, a different type for all the Yale kids because Yale is
Yale's
downtown.
right there.
Dilly,
So
dilly.
imagine
We need a GoFundMe to send Phil and Steph to Italy.
Oh yeah.
I've been.
Right?
I've
never
been.
Phil has never been. Oh my gosh.
Never been. I'm like,
I've
we
been a
have to
couple
go.
times.
So awesome.
Great. Well, for out here in Iowa, Aaron and I go to the gas station to get our pizza.
Oh, geez.
Casey's, man. You bet.
Casey's.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Although,
That is horrifying.
real, they've been talking about it for years. We're supposed to get Giordano's here in Omaha.
We have one in Des Moines, West Des Moines. Now we just
I
got
don't
one.
have one here, so that doesn't do me any good. It's supposed to be here in Omaha.
Yeah, we
I
got.
went to Omaha to the zoo, and I went and I had dinner with Aaron and Rachel, his fiance,
Nice.
and Aaron is like 6'7".
Oh, really?
Not 6'7". I'm just over 6.
He's giant. I'm 6 feet tall. You've got to be 6'5".
Thanks. I don't think I'm that tall. I'm definitely not 6'5". I don't know.
Doesn't know his height. That's
not that. That's for sure.
All right. So what do you say?
I was able to bring the smartest man and super barfly Chris Sandlin.
Oh man.
So we will bring Joey 2 Scoops and the 2.
There you go.
And Greggy Braggs, Greggy Sunshine.
Can't wait.
The bobblehead burglar.
The bobblehead burglar.
Yes,
I like it.
Fuck a show.
So, guys, ready to talk some Outsider episode 3?
Oh, yeah.
How
Joe,
are
you get to the book at all?
And you guys read the book, Steph? Stephen?
No.
I didn't read
We
the
don't
book.
read
No,
books.
I don't.
We have twins.
I don't have time to read it. I feel like
Hey, I bought it. I'm gonna read it. I just have my wife and I haven't started it yet.
But I think it came out a couple years ago, right? Or a year and a half ago, Joe?
It's about a year and a half.
Year and a half for the book.
That's
so
a quick fucking turnaround for a show.
It was immediately picked up into a series.
What about?
And before we get started
You. Is that a book?
You
Is that a
on
book
Netflix.
too?
I love the show.
I think it is.
Okay.
We're gonna start
I need
watching
to start
that.
watching that one.
You're gonna like that
That's
shit.
one I haven't hit
We
yet.
can come back and talk. That's gonna be our
Yeah,
next.
I want to see that one.
have to
I didn't know
come
that
back,
was
yeah.
a book.
Joe,
Is that
watch that-
Stephen King?
Huh?
Stephen King?
No.
Just Joe, watch you.
You.
My wife Catherine watches you.
I have
and
not
she loves
seen
it.
it yet.
Maybe you need
Definitely
to
do
catch
it.
up to her, and then we can have Steph and Catherine on.
I
There you
recently
go.
watched
Hey.
one that Steph, you would really like. One I just watched called Servant on Apple TV. It's by M. Night Shyamalan, and it's crazy.
Oh, we
love
love
him.
this.
Did you?
Is that the
Did you see
show?
it? Okay.
No, we have.
Is that the show?
Okay.
Tooch, is that the show where
It's Apple
Henry
TV.
Cavill serves your wife different beverages?
No, but it's good, man. It's
You have to
M.
pay
Night
for Apple
Shyamalan
TV?
style. Yeah, it's $4.99 a month. $5
if
a
you
month.
if you get a new Apple device, you get a year for free. So that's what I did.
Oh,
Very nice. But check it out, man. It's crazy.
The Servant?
It's Servant. Yeah, it's like a family nanny story with a baby and a couple. They have cool jobs in Philadelphia, and it's got your M. Night Shyamalan twist. Yeah, it's really good. And
Sounds good.
Joe, do we have intro music for Outsider? We're just gonna get into it.
We do have intro music. It's not from the show, but we're gonna play it.
Well, I'm an outsider of everything. I'm an outsider of everything.
is that Green Day?
That's a Green Day cover. Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
That's pretty good.
see, you're impressed.
Right.
It had a Green Day vibe to it. I'm
Right.
parodying. Greg doesn't appreciate the levels of what does Pace say all the time? Versatility.
Yeah.
Love his
You got the
versatility.
versatility,
Right, Aaron? How many
Speaking of that,
different genres have I parodied?
But the team speed
A
is
lot.
terrible, though.
Exactly. The team speed.
Speaking of Greg,
there's
I just got a
speed in this
freaking
draft. Okay.
I just got a weird ass Snapchat from Greg, guys.
Oh,
Do you guys want to hear it?
Greg's always bringing this. He's in
It's
love
fu-
with Snapchat.
It's fucking weird. Here, listen to this. This is from Greggy Sunshine.
Smile. Smile.
Oh, this is actually a cute one. This one's actually his daughter. Earlier, he sent me someone with his buck teeth singing some country music,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
we saw that too. It's making the rounds in the Family
I
Network.
have not seen that. Huh? All right. So
you're probably
You're
better
not
off
listening
not
to
seeing
fucking
it.
Family Network. Send Greg your email and password to Apple TV, and he'll send you
Maybe your bank account details.
Is Steph, are you enjoying The Outsider so far?
Yeah, we finished all the.
We're caught
There's
up.
only 3, right?
There's
Anyone?
only 3 so far. Right, exactly.
Sunday night though.
So that was another watch before bed show.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And as a mom, it's like, I can't watch stuff like that with the kid. Like that has to do with a kid.
Yes,
getting
horrible. We
killed,
talked
like
about that
It
last
just,
week.
it just bothers me.
Horrible.
But
Yeah,
I was like,
and
right.
the main character.
Dead air.
Yeah, I don't know what. Tooch is cutting her off.
Am I? I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. No, I was just saying I went through with it with Phil. I was like, all right, I'm going to watch it with you. It's good. I'm hooked. But, like, at the beginning, I was like, oh.
Yeah, that first scene.
It starts off like that, you know? So,
yeah.
But
I mean, nothing gets you pumped up to go to bed like a little kid getting brutally murdered.
Exactly.
Especially if you're a parent.
It's so graphic.
I'm like, holy shit.
Just wait till you read the book.
Leg?
I'm like, this is intense right now. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard the book.
no,
It's super into it, like really detailed.
Yeah.
The Ralph is a tough character for me to get into because of the terrible mistakes he made for arresting Terry in front of the whole town. And then the long courthouse walk, which we talked about last week, where it gave ample opportunity for someone to kill,
I know. How long?
To try and kill Terry.
I said the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this length here of this? It's like a parade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like a half mile.
It was like
a Disney World parade.
Why didn't they bring him in the back door? They just make him walk in front.
Holy
so that
shit.
It's tough for me to enjoy Ralph as a character, and then of course Bears fan Dan tells me he can't stand his lisp, so he's still watching the show. But
now that guy, that guy was in that Netflix show about the family down in the Florida Keys. What was that show? It was awesome.
Is it a documentary?
Bloodline.
Thank you.
I have not seen.
He plays the brother in Bloodline, the fucked up brother, the Aaron Hernandez brother.
He plays a bad guy.
Yeah,
he was
but he didn't have a lisp.
In Captain Marvel.
He doesn't have a lisp in real life. It must be part of the character.
It must be in the book.
It is.
Because that character. So
it's
now
part of the book. Okay.
Exactly.
He's a great actor. He's the bad guy in Rogue One.
What? Oh yeah,
right,
he was.
And Ready Player One.
That's right. He was. Ready Player One.
Right.
And Captain Marvel. He was the main alien.
He was Talon.
And Captain Marvel.
We have to see that.
Oh, you got it. That's a kick-ass movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for when we talk about the news, but we'll keep that for later.
Right. So episode 3 opens up in the barn, and they find the belt buckle and clothes that Terry wore, and a sock that's a stiff sock.
Shane sock.
How many?
Bring this up last
How
week
many? Raise your hand if you thought about jerking off into a sock when that sock broke. I'm just kidding.
That's exactly what I thought it was. I was like,
I wanted to bring this up last week because this goes into my shapeshifter theory.
That's exactly.
Talk about it real quick, Phil. With the episode with the shapeshifters, they always shed their clothes. There's always goop all over the fucking place.
That's supernatural. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I said the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I said it's a shapeshifter because that was, and then they showed the clothes that was covered and all that stuff, and I'm like,
someone to say the magic word, Joe.
Aaron, what's the magic word?
Doppelganger.
A doppelganger is a mysterious exact double of a living person. It is a German word that literally translates to double walker or double goer. A doppelganger isn't someone who just resembles you, but is in fact an exact double, right down to the way you walk, act and dress.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you very much.
I have a stream is educational, Phil.
And they even used that word in the last episode.
Was that Greg?
Dark Father is the name of the episode.
That was Barrelissimo.
Or Barrelissimo, I don't know.
That was Barrelissimo.
Barrelissimo.
The Barrelissimo.
That was Shake Your Ass for Dad.
Over Beethoven's 7th.
No, I totally said that to Steph in that moment, Aaron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I said the same thing to my girlfriend.
We might have a shapeshifter here.
Exactly what I said. Yep, I called it. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's Shane jerking off into his sock.
What do you think it is?
I have a sound effect for that.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay.
Steph, what do you think the hooded man is?
I don't know.
It bugs her out.
Yeah, it bugs me out when I see it.
Yeah,
is it a face? Is he clay?
His face was like half erased, according to Terry's daughter Jessa. Right? It looked like his face had been partially erased. Right, there he is. Very nice.
So I understand. So it's like I understand the face part and the DNA, like the graphic of it, but the body, like, what's that? Like, how does he have his body? You know what I mean? Like, why is the face weird, but the body's intact?
Well, what the daughter has to say in this episode kind of gives you an idea, guys.
What's the next episode? Oh, the
three. Yeah, 3.
That's talking to
yeah.
Episode 3.
Oh, it's the cut.
Right.
Yeah.
The cut, and then how she talked about the man who was talking to her on the side of her bed,
So freaky.
and how he looked different every time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he had old man fingerprints too, according to Yule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yule Vasquez's character.
Now they mentioned the father. Remember?
They did.
Yes.
Yeah, because the hospital didn't know that that guy was dead.
Exactly. So I'm like, is the father a shapeshifter of some sort, or he's staying alive?
Well, I never thought of that.
Like,
good question.
He's got to kill somebody to stay alive because he had all that blood all over his face like a fucking vampire.
I think the nurse that cut his hand in the first place is in my theory is the shapeshifter, but I think the nurse at the hospital may be visiting the dad and talking to him about.
Well, hang on.
That other.
So
I'm sorry, go.
Aaron.
Yeah.
No, for 1 second.
Who was the nurse?
So the nurse the guy that was in jail was the worker in the hospital. The guy that slit his own throat. And I have a feeling.
I didn't.
I have a feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling that somebody ended up being shapeshifted to that nurse and killed those little girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's it's all connecting now.
I see what you're saying.
The black guy in prison who killed himself was the shapeshifter's victim before Terry.
I did put that together. I totally missed that. Well
yeah, because everyone wants to kill him because he's a
that totally makes sense.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't do like.
Now you got that guy with the shit on his back. The
the detective.
The fucking
who's also an
the drunk. The drunk going. What is he? A detective?
Yeah.
He's the other detective besides
the little
Ralph.
girl
There's
was
only
talking to
two
him
of
on
them.
the steps. She said now didn't she say something? But he has tattoos and bigger muscles.
Yes.
When she was talking, so I wondered if he's that guy now.
So think about it. When he was in the barn, what are they throwing shit at him like fucking Chinese stars? He's like, ow!
Yeah.
You hear it going away as the camera pulls away. It's like
it looked like a bite.
Like someone behind him? I don't know where they were.
A long tongue, maybe?
Oh, that could be too. I mean, depending on the creature.
That's what she said.
I'm just curious why, like, if you think about it, Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
What's his character's name?
Terry
McCauley, right?
Maitland.
So Terry just had like this cut, right? Mm-hmm. And then this guy, the detective, he's got his neck all
and he's getting
crazy,
into sweating.
And he's getting now the wife said, yeah, it was just a cut. So me and Phil were like, when the wife kind of brushed the cut off, like was the cut worse? You know what I mean? Like, was it not just a cut? Was it weird that they kind of covered up? But if your arm is turning the way the neck was, you would have went to the hospital or something. So it's like, why are there two different injuries? Like, it's not the same type, but still.
End of the episode too. I wonder if there's a little more to it because wouldn't he's like talking to somebody? Like, what do you want me to do or something? So
that's how
it's not exactly the same.
Yeah, because they didn't talk to Terry at all.
I don't know about you guys, but if something like that happened to me in my neck, I would definitely go to urgent care.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
What the fuck is this? You know,
Iowa.
He doesn't even go anywhere. But
I didn't think
because that guy's always hammered.
Oh, that was the thing. Both of us. I don't know how you guys felt, but I really felt like there's no way they're gonna kill off Bateman this early.
No,
I thought he was gonna survive.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he's not dead. There's another version of him around somewhere, right?
Well, I thought. Remember when he's on the ground, and I don't know how much. Can I give all this away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's on the ground, and they're like, "Hold on," and he's like, "I didn't do it," but they show you his perspective, his head turned, and then he literally is looking at the hooded, whatever race face or whatever the fuck he is.
Right.
He's looking over at him, so he's not him in that moment. He's erased face.
Do you think? Do you think the hooded man has some form of mind control? Because he was when the Petersons' dad hung himself, he was nearby, and then Jack at the end of the episode is talking. He's like, "I'll do anything." It's got to be something maybe inside of their minds, able to talk inside their minds.
I don't think so with the dad. I think the dad was just grief. I mean, his whole fucking family just bit it.
The whole family.
To
Right.
me,
But
I think
he
that.
was there. He was there. Down the
No, for
block.
sure. I mean, I'm not counting that out. I'm not saying that's not possible, but I wouldn't attribute it to the dad. But the other thing with the guy with the stuff on his neck, I think for sure there's something going on there.
The other thing that I thought was tremendous, the way they filmed even though it was so long, it was so fucking graphic. The kid getting shot in the head.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, holy! I thought
I didn't think he got hit.
I didn't think he got hit. Bateman got hit. I thought he took
maybe
it in the
chest
shoulder,
or
the
shoulder,
side here. But then to see him holding his neck, I'm like, oh my fucking god, they're killing this fuck. No, he's
not gonna make
Steph's
it.
like,
He's not gonna make it.
I go, is he gonna make it? She's like,
horrible.
He's not gonna make it. I go, he's gonna die already. I love this dude.
Right in the jugular.
Yeah. Great
the
actor.
That is not very nice.
One thing great about The Outsider is its cast, including Cynthia Erivo, who was nominated for an Academy Award for Harriet, the Harriet Tubman story.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see
plays-
that.
Oh,
I
this
do
is a
too,
great character in the show.
She
too.
plays Holly Gibney, who is a private investigator who's hired to help Ralph out. And she is played brilliantly. She's a recurring Stephen King character. She appears in 3 other novels. And she definitely has OCD. She's probably on the autism spectrum. She's fear of flying and has a photographic memory. But other than that, she's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think? What did you think of Holly's character, Steph?
I loved it. I thought she was great. I didn't
Really
know that
unique.
was the one from Harriet.
Yeah.
But she was awesome actress, and I like that take on it. And I liked seeing her thoughts and like seeing the memory of the family around the hotel and like her trying to retrace everything, and then just really tuning into like hyper focusing on all the details. So that's gonna be her.
My favorite part with her was her coming back to the table to thank him for drinking.
Yeah. Because it makes him uncomfortable.
Exactly. Like that shows him like he's already judgmental of this chick. Like, who the fuck is this chick?
No, but
like,
I think he felt for her, and he kind of
he does. But that moment right there, he senses her compassion, but also her fucking power. Because she knew that the detective was just doing it to appease her in that moment. Like, what other human being would know that? That's just meeting this guy. So it was like, oh, shit.
She obviously believes in the supernatural.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
She gets offended. I love that.
I'm anxious to see where this goes. Joe, any predictions for some of the future episodes?
Well, I think that the shapeshifter, yes. I think that detective is really gonna. I think there's gonna be a doppelganger, the detective running around, and I imagine
of Jack.
He's gonna cause.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play the drop again. Sorry.
It's too long. Yeah.
It's too long, but I think he's gonna go do some damage. I think there's some more kids that are probably gonna get hurt, and I expect the private eye to. I forget the character's name. We just said it.
Holly. Ralph.
Holly.
Holly
Gibney. Holly Gibney.
I expect she's gonna.
On his trail.
Yeah, she's gonna get into that hospital, and then she's gonna find out some creepy ass shit, man. Creepy ass shit.
Aaron,
one thing.
Go
Sorry.
ahead, Steph. No, go ahead. Any predictions, Steph?
No, I was just curious too because a little girl was like, "You should be afraid," to him, and he said to stop. So.
But he doesn't.
I'm wondering what's going to happen with that. Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, because you were talking about Holly, I was thinking about since Holly's going to be hot on his trail, is she going to be in the danger too? You know, both of them together. I think are going to come together as a
See, you did have a prediction. That's a great prediction.
team, and then they're going to be like targeted now, and they have to really. So that's going to be the next thing, I think.
Do anybody think there's more than one shapeshifter?
There could be.
Didn't think of that.
No, I
Do you
didn't
have a
think of it either.
reason? Is there something leading you to that, or
I don't know. Just wondering.
Oh, just wondering. Oh, I don't know.
Any predictions?
I like
Aaron?
the doppelganger thing, like her immense ability to push back against his normal. You know, some people don't believe in aliens could exist, and that kind of, or spirits or ghosts or these kind of things. But I literally have met my doppelganger. It's like,
wow.
Yeah.
I was actually.
Was it evil?
A doppelganger?
It wasn't evil. I told the story when we were on dinner with Claudio and Melissa and Steph.
Nice.
I was on a date in college. We got that long wait, so she wanted to walk on the beach, and I had been told about. And I transferred from Hofstra into Southern Connecticut State University. So
Really?
I'm there 2 weeks, right? And then this guy approaches me in the morning, like 8 o'clock class, so you're there 7:30 in the morning, walking across this bridge. He yokes me up. He's like, "What the fuck were you doing last?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking?" I like push back. He's a big guy, like fucking ginger beard here. And I, "What are you fucking talking about?" Oh, you're not Ziggy. You're not Ziggy or Iggy. I forget what his name was. It Ziggy? Iggy? Anyway,
Iggy, I think.
it was Iggy. That's it. Iggy. You're not Iggy. And I go, no. He's like, oh my God, you look just like him. So throughout these couple weeks, I kept hearing about how much I look like this guy Iggy, who lived on the North Campus. I was on South Campus, and it was like 2 different worlds in college. So anyway, fast forward to the restaurant, beach, walking, and all of a sudden, coming at us on this boardwalk is somebody that looks like me. And the girl that I'm with, yes, and the girl that I'm with taps me on the arm, is like, with that face, you know, that white girl face of like, oh my God. Like, he looks just, and he comes right up to me. We're walking. I can't remember if he was with him. He's like, "You must be Phil." And I go, "You must be Iggy."
Weird.
He's like, "I've heard it." And it was but he was taller than me. So Thanksgiving break the next year, or whatever it was, I was like, "Dad, was there anything I should know?" I thought what looked like me. He did. It was bugged out. So if you've ever met your doppelganger, I tried to keep it short. I keep thinking it's Greg doing that. Yes, so that's my top. But that whole premise brought into the show is so cool. And I love that character. She's so good, that girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's
right?
excellent.
Yeah.
She takes on that role.
Good.
Like, I wanted more of her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was like, we need more. So I hope Steph's prediction is correct, that they become more of a team. I hope he doesn't pull like that arrogant shit. I'm going to solve this shit. I hate when writers write like that. I like, bring them together. You could see she's just like autistic, as you said.
Right.
Really, I love this show, guys.
Yeah.
Me
Aaron,
too.
Any predictions, Aaron?
You know, I'm same thing. I guess I'm just gonna go say I think it's a shapeshifter. Now, I guess I never really considered if there's more than one, but I can't recall anything that would have made me think that there might be.
How about is it really old?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I would think so.
I think so
it's been
too.
around
After
for a
the
while,
fingerprint
kind of
thing with
I'm definitely
the
there.
fingerprint thing could
was
have
the
also
same
been
person,
because
though.
his
It was like-
persona was deteriorating. That's my thing. Maybe he wasn't able to keep.
Does he run out of time?
Or exactly.
Yeah.
That's well, because some of them are fresh and
great
some of them aren't. So that's what I'm thinking with that. I think maybe he's just kind of running out of time.
Maybe it's Father Time.
If Geralt of Rivia was here, he could hunt the monster down. Right, Joe?
Yeah, we toss a coin to your Witcher.
If we tossed a coin to the Witcher, he might be able to hunt the outsider.
Or we could get the Winchesters on it too. They're pretty good.
Yeah, the Winchesters will be hunting this down.
Yep. Piece of cake.
Dean and Sam.
Right. Oh man! Well, all right. I want to thank our guests, Phil and Steph.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I forgot we have to do the news. See what happens
That's right.
when Aaron starts making the drinks extra.
Yeah, I made them
extra stiff.
Yeah.
Well, it's time. It's time for the news
with 2 scoops.
What? You look like Mary Poppins. Is he cool? Hell yeah, he's cool. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all! Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
It's entertainment news in 2 scoops or less.
Holy smokes!
That's right, guys. This is the part of the show where I go through the entertainment news that's hot or not. So here we go. Big breaking news right before the show aired. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus is on hold indefinitely as it undergoes script rewrites. Team members that were working on the show have been sent home from Pinewood Studios as well while these rewrites happen. So all you Star Wars fans out there, you hopefully can hold your breath that the new script is a little bit better than what they have now. Because if the script's that bad, then you know they're going to pull it back. So hopefully they can get things figured out, because I know we've been looking forward to that one for a while, guys.
Yeah.
Mandalorian is so good. It gets me excited that was coming.
Yep.
So it's disappointing. What the frig am I playing?
Did Steph watch The Mandalorian?
Oh, yeah. Love The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
so
see, my wife hates Star Wars. She loved The Mandalorian.
Who doesn't like Baby Yoda?
All right.
There you go. And then in other entertainment news, Star Trek Picard premiered tonight on CBS All Access.
Nice.
Of course, that is the Star Trek series starring Patrick Stewart, reprising his role as Captain Picard. So that's supposed to be very good, so check that out. And then teasing from earlier, Captain Marvel 2 is now officially in development. So that's expected to be a part of the next phase of Marvel movies. So hopefully that's going to be a good one. And then in more Marvel news today, Hulu unveiled the cast for Marvel's MODOK series on Hulu.
Nice.
The cast includes Patton Oswalt, Amy Garcia, Melissa Fumero, Wendy McLennan-Covey, Ben Schwartz, Beck Bennett, John Daly, and Sam Richardson. That's a pretty all-star cast there. That's going to be an animated show on Hulu. And Tooch, what does MODOK stand for?
I had to look it up, but it's mechanized organism designed only for killing.
Yeah.
We needed to toss
Aaron
that one.
knew it. Aaron knew it. That would have been.
Yes, he probably didn't have to look it up either.
I'm sure Cars would have known that too.
I don't know. He had to get the Captain Crunch out of his mouth first. Joe,
I can't believe you agreed with his Captain Crunch theory. That's too painful on the top of the mouth.
No, I don't agree. I enjoy
Who
Captain
chews
Crunch.
with the top of their mouth, though? Who chews with the top?
Audio.
That was Braggs.
No, I have audio of you and Braggs. Don't try to wiggle out of this shit.
I must not have been paying attention. I was just probably like, okay.
That's what it was. You need to fucking pay
Because
attention.
I love Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunchberry is my favorite.
Mine's the peanut butter.
Peanut butter
Captain Crunch. I always loved that as a kid.
All-time favorite cereal, Joe?
Oh, Cocoa Puffs, absolutely.
Aaron?
Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs.
Ooh, all good choices.
Oh my God.
Phil?
Mine's Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is mine too. Fruity
Yeah.
Pebbles, man. It doesn't last long in our house, man. I'll tell you, it's gone.
Fruity Pebbles is a
crack.
close
I thought it'd
second,
be-
man.
Yeah.
Captain Crunchberry for me.
Okay.
That
Cinnamon
was
Toast
my
Crunch?
Saturday morning.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is awesome too.
Yeah, those are my top.
It's not
Fruity
my
Pebbles
favorite.
Toast.
bunch of healthy breakfast for all the
Well,
kids.
it's like dessert. Cereal is dessert for me. It's like there's nothing to have for dessert. I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal.
There you go, baby.
I do have one cereal story though. For you.
Don't break his news. Pretty broke his news. I'm sorry.
When I was a younger man and I used to go out partying and come back home and get high, I would also have a bowl of cereal, but also had my weed. And one time my mom said to me the next morning, she goes, I could hear you scraping your bowl last night. And I was like, oh shit, I found out. But it was cereal, it wasn't weed.
There you go.
Appropriately set to the Benny Hill song. There you go.
Tooch hijinks. Well, man, I want to thank our guest Joe, Steph, and Phil for coming on. It was awesome. Probably the most fun we've had on the show so far.
Thanks,
all
buddy.
the seasons, and come back again, please. And Joe, my co-host, who does an awesome job with the drops, and Aaron, our bartender, who's awesome also. And how about taking us out with a little television, Joe?
Absolutely.
All right.
See y'all next week.
Yep.
Thank you for having us on.
Thank you for having.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
That was a lot of fun.